Good morning, YouTube. This small channel, this is Tom Negotiating with Jesus. Again, just to let you know, this is going to be a very simple guitar lesson. I'm probably going to ramble a little bit, and I'm just going to try and get people to, from zero or super beginner to an average player. This is the average player's graveyard. So if you get to average, you become one of the musicians. You are actually a musician if you're an average player. You'll know the chords: C, D, G. C, D, and G. You need to learn these shapes. You can find them anywhere on the internet. C, D, G, E, A minor, and E minor. Just 5 good shapes, and then you can play. This is that I think it would be Bachman-Turner Overdrive. So just some strumming patterns, so you learn those 5 chords and you'll have a world of songs. Your fingers must get to the chords in a timely manner because you're playing in time. That's what drums are. That's what music is. You can use a metronome, but what you want is just to practice the chords so that you don't fight your fingers to get the chords. They have to do it in a timely manner. C, D, G, A minor, and E minor. You'll learn all kinds of other chords now, and then you'll learn the guitar's an instrument where chords move. The A minor moves to the B minor. And C minor, and D minor, and E minor, F minor, G minor. So you learn that things move. So the first thing is you must learn some chords. So you'll learn chords. You'll learn rhythm. So rhythm is a clock. Tick tock, tick tock. It has to be steady. Rhythm is a clock. It is a clock. You're going to play some down, some skip. So you can actually practice rhythm. You can practice strumming on your knee. When you're sitting in your classroom and you're just going, you can just go. You can practice rhythm. And you can hear songs in your own head because we all intuitively know music. What we want to do is not let the AI take music from us. At some point, the Skynet will take over, and people are starting to get too involved in screens. So I'm even using a screen to try and break the screen hypnosis or the screen control. So if you hold on to music, as AI becomes better and better and can compete at a level, so you have chess, you have computer chess, and you have the greatest champions unable to beat a computer. It's going to be that sophisticated for things that are in the human domain, which is music. And in some way, if AI takes over and you snap out of it and say, I've got to fight, you're going to have to use music and understand that that's part of this human beauty, this soulishness that humans have and that computers can't have. There are already great AI songs that is, some kind of artificial taking of human goodness, human skills, human qualities, and creating a mix of what the AI understands as music and putting out music that's better than anything I could do. So we'll get to songs. We got to get rhythm. We got to get chords. So that's that. Next thing is I watched videos on playing solos. I recommend you doing the pentatonic scale in the position. So caged, we're going to learn, I'm going to teach over and over caged. C, A, G, E, and D. Those are all C chords in different positions because the C, everything can be moved. C, A, G, E, D. C, A, G, E, D. I watched a guy do a really nice video. There's a ton of great videos. You don't have to come here. This should be the last place you come. But I'm going to do something specifically for very beginning students who have a philosophy in their head that this should be something you do, not because you want to be great, but because you want to not be caught up in the Skynet. We're going to fight the Terminators at some point. And they will be walking around, robots walking around playing guitars. And you don't want to have sex bots or guitar bots. You don't want that. You want humans. So, every day I play the pentatonic scale in the different positions. This is the C position. Then C shaped like an A, caged, C-A, the pentatonic scale in the A position. A guy said on one of the videos I watched that this is boring or dull or useless, just doing the pentatonic scale. I think it's not. I think it's you setting aside play, like a football player would do. The game is on Sunday. All week long is the practice. So the thing I think a student needs to learn is that the practice allows the play. That's the pattern in the A position. So this is the G position, and I'm going to do one more thing, and we're going to close up. So the G position looks like a G chord played several positions up. G, A, B, C. So the whole thing with a guitar, everything is movable. Okay, so this is the pentatonic scale in the G position. If you make a mistake, who cares? So you're using the pinky, so it's one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 4 fingers. Now, using your pinky, people recommend you use your pinky. Don't make this a useless finger. Put it to work a little bit. But you'll find everyone loves to use first, second, and third. Pinky is kind of useless. Okay, I'll show you the other. Now, if you're playing in the key of G, that G pentatonic scale, you'd play it at the G position. Instead of playing the key of C, say we're playing in the key of G. would play the pentatonic scale, which you had played here. Same shape for the G shape. So when you play the G, the chords in the key of G, intuitively you're going to hear that G is a tonic because you've listened to radio and music all your life, and you swim in the world of music. And intuitively you actually can sing along, you understand rhythm. When AC/DC has a break on the one song that a cannon fires, "We Salute You" or whatever, and they have a break. They're playing da-da-da-da-da, and then they have a break and boom, fire. You intuitively understand when 2, 3, 4, boom. You intuitively understand rhythm. You intuitively understand what the tonic is, and if it's in the key of G, you get where the melody goes. You can tell if you watch American Idol if someone isn't doing it the way you think you've heard all your life. It fits into a pattern. So the key of G, it'll sound like G is the main chord, and it'll end on G and begin with G in general. Okay, now I switched to minor. This might be E minor. So G has a relative minor, E minor, and E minor chords are great. They suck you in. E minor sounded like the chord that I should land on, so I might be playing in E minor. So E. So you're using this pattern that we did. My exercises are always in the key of C, but once you know where the pattern is, everything still falls in place. So you're playing the G, then the next one up, cage, C-A-G-E, would be the E pattern. And it feels like you want to end on an E. Because I'm playing an E minor, I said G. I played chords that fit with G, but the minors sucked me in because minors are so good. They sound like heartbreak and you want your heart to be involved. So you're like, I want all minors. I want all minor scales because I'm a sad person. Life is hard. It's hurting me. I want to play in minor keys. But, so. So you learn simple chords. How long? It's been 14 minutes. That's a long video. So the one that I was doing, it fits behind, so G, E, D. You don't need to know a lot, you need to have it that you get it, and you get it by practicing until like a baby, you practice baby steps until all of a sudden, big boy, you are walking. And you don't stop there, you learn to run. I never ran great, but an average player can run. And then you see these amazing players. I don't think I'm going to be amazing, but I've been practicing enough now that I'm starting to get to a new level, because I decided I've got to practice every day and just do these simple exercises, and then I'll play my songs. And I'll do songs. I do kind of Bible-related songs. So one is the adventure of John the Baptist, who ends up getting his head cut off. This is a guy who's standing shouting in the wilderness. You guys better figure this out, and he's a great character. So you read Matthew 3 in the Bible, and the whole chapter is about John the Baptist, and that's where I grabbed the song from. So he's in the wilderness. So I wrote a song, and we'll get to songwriting. But first, for goodness sakes, you don't get to run until you take baby steps and walk. So, and then we run. So that is the D shape. This is a D-shaped fingering, because D moves from here to E, to F, to G. Oops. That's a D shape, and so you use the D pattern. So the next pattern would be the C shape. It's a G chord and played with a C shape. So C after C is A, C-A-G-E-D. So the A shape is, A shape. An A shape is like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Same shape, and you start getting where they go together. This starts out looking like this one has the next one is also the first and third. We'll do more later. I'm going to practice every day. I'm going to practice my pentatonics in the key of C. I'm going to do that every day. I'm also going to practice on the single strings. I want to learn where the notes are. That's it for today. That's a long lesson. Next time, I'll practice again tomorrow. I'm going to do this every day. I practice. Guitar players have to play. But practice gets you to game day.